Should we tell our listeners about this?
Yeah,
I don't know if they'd be interested in this, but I got invited to do a stand-up gig for it was a sporting agency. It was a launch of a
Hemisphere Management Group.
That's right.
Doing their best work.
And it was actually at Bond nightclub for everyone listening and watching this right now. And for whatever reason, when I arrived, there was a dance floor happening. There was a DJ with a USB, and they were playing heavy bangers. And then the guy who
you came up with you walked in.
I walked in with my little bag.
What is this
wigs.
guy doing? He had his bag. He had his Team Vic bag. I'm thinking, geez, you remind me of one of those 14-year-old boys with the high Team Vic socks, the Team Vic shorts, and you're walking around. It's like those guys that had those Oakley Chargers shorts on at Doncaster Shopping Town that never made the under-18 squad.
Did you know? I was 15.
The boys are having a laugh. But I know 3 or 4 blokes like that used to wear those shorts around when they were 15, 16.
Well, I've still
They'd never get a game.
I still wear them.
Just like you.
I'm pushing 30 and I'm still wearing them, mate. I've got bloody Team Vic socks, Team Vic shirt. I still wear them. It's unbelievable. They're almost 15 years old. Yeah. But anyway, I rock up to this venue with my bag, as you said, with the wigs in it. I'm standing there. There's an actual dance floor happening. Let me just say, the vibe for comedy was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
For a comedy show to work, it needs to be set up. The comedy,
very poorly run. What's his name down there? The great man,
Jason.
Jason,
great bloke,
great man,
great bloke,
legend.
He's got a good relationship with one of my good friends. Thanasi Kokadakis is a good friend of his, and I actually met Jason through Thanasi. And Jason was kind enough to hook me up with a gig. But what Jason didn't tell me was that I would be walking on while everyone was on the dance floor, while a DJ was playing heavy bangers. So what actually happened was similar to that. What actually
phone's gone off, boy.
No, what actually happened was I walk in there. Oh, this is for all our listeners. I walk in there, got my bag. I see Jason. I say, mate, Jason, what's going on? You still want me to do a stand up? And he goes, yeah, but I'll do it. He doesn't speak like that anyway. I said, all right, well, there's a dance floor. Everyone's drunk. I can tell that everyone's dancing, and that the mood for comedy isn't there. The vibe for comedy isn't there. He said, mate, don't worry about it. Just get up there and do it. So I went up to the DJ and I said, do you mind stopping the music? And the DJ goes, what? Takes the earmuffs off. I said, do you mind stopping the music? I've got to do some stand-up. And she looked at me and thought I was joking, so she puts her earmuffs on and goes back to the decks, right? I said, no, love, I'm being serious.
Meanwhile, this is happening. I'm having a few drinks at the bar.
That's right.
My manager was there and a few other guys, and I think Jason comes over to me. Your manager says, right, we might need someone to introduce Elliot.
Okay, so here's another element to the story as well. So that did happen, but you know why that happened? Because Jason realised he didn't want to do it at the last minute, because Jason was the one who was going to interview me as all these different characters, right? But Jason realised as well, as we all did, that the tone for comedy wasn't there, and so he knew it was going to die, and so he came over and said, I can't do it. I said, why? And you said, I can't do it. So he had no reason. So you were picked to come up, and luckily you did oblige.
I was the chosen one.
You were the chosen one, and you obliged, didn't you?
I did.
And you
it
came
took
up.
me a little bit though. I'm not. I don't have a wealth of experience.
Yeah. So this is literally how it went down.
Industry.
They gave us 2 cordless microphones, handed one to Tommy, one to me, and Tommy, you know what Tommy's like. He's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, so mate, we're going to play a role here. What are we going to do? We're going to get up there, mate. Play a role. What are we going to do, mate?
What are we going to do?
I was having
a few beers, like that
mate,
as well, eh?
A few moments ago, I was fist pumping to Fisher on the dance floor. Now, mate, now we've got to play a role up on stage. He was shocked. He didn't know what to do, and so then I've got these.
I said that about 5 times. We're gonna have to play a role here.
Yeah, he said it many times. That's how I know he's nervous. He says it way too much in things that didn't make sense. I actually told you I was going to go to the bathroom. He said, "Yeah, play a role." I was like, mate, that's not the right context. Anyway,
get yourself together, mate.
So he had a mic, I had a mic. But actually, to his credit, to Tommy's credit, it was great. It was great off the cuff. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have any questions. There was nothing scripted. It was completely unscripted, wasn't it? Tommy took the microphone, and he was left to interview me on the stage. with no script. So you can imagine how loose it was. And moments prior to the interview, the music was stopped. So the DJ was forced to quit playing. The people that were shuffling on the dance floor were like having the music. And there we were. There was me in a raffle wig and you with a microphone. And the dance floor had now ceased. And I was ready to do stand-up.
Everyone's congregated.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, right, what's going on here? And I reckon the first sort of 10, 20 seconds doing it is pretty dead.
Crickets. Crickets.
Crickets.
You know, I was used to, normally when I do the, I get a little bit of a laugh, but, I had 6'6" blokes, all footy players, looking at me like, what happened to the fucking DJ? What's going on here, man? What's this guy doing? What's he doing? No one.
Yeah, no, seriously.
And that's seriously how it went down. But then we managed to rescue it a little bit, didn't we? There was a few good one-liners.
How did we rescue it? I mean, we seriously.
I did have a lot of wigs in there. I think, who did I do? I did Rafa Nadal. We did Andy Murray. We did Nick Kyrgios. We did Bernard Tomic. We did Donald Trump. We did Bear Grylls. Did we do Morgan Freeman? We did Hughesy.
Didn't do Morgan Freeman. Hughesy for a bit, yeah.
We did a bit of Dave. We saved him with a bit of Dave
McAvaney.
Bruce McAvaney was good.
That dance.
Yeah, that's right. That actually fell a little bit flat, didn't it?
Yeah,
it was okay. It was okay.
It
was okay. I would have thought more people would pick on that.
You were talking about tickling Jason's balls or something else. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Jason was standing from me to where that chicken is, and I
there he goes.
As Bruce McAvaney, I said something. I don't want to say it out of turn because I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said something about fondling his balls as Bruce. He was where the chicken was, and I was like, "Oh yes, Jason. I mean, I wouldn't mind fondling your balls, would I? I mean, I'd love to grab those little agates, wouldn't I?" And Jason,
he was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Well, Jason was just standing there looking at me like this. It was just loose, really loose gig. But the most important thing about it was I got paid. So.
And the most important thing to me, you got paid and I didn't.
No.
Bloody Brent. I'm still waiting for that.
That's all right, mate. It's coming in the
that transaction.
It's coming in the moment. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
It's just the horse racing industry. But that is a nice little funny story about some of the antics we've had in the past.
It is a funny story.